Hello everyone and welcome to our latest Brexit Chats video with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec. Every week we talk about Brexit and it is coming to a head, and certainly this week is a crucial one for the direction and possibly a deal on the cards. What we have is the UK and European Union coming together, coming to try and thrash out some sort of deal that could actually be passable through not only the European Union Council but also through the UK Parliament, and that could well be the sticking point that we've got this week. We've got the next couple of days, we've got this EU Council meeting. Are they going to have a text that they can actually potentially sign off on? That's the first hurdle. But then we move to Saturday, where the UK Parliament can debate and possibly have a big vote on this potential deal if it gets past the EU Council. Now, this is where the big stumbling blocks can come in, because obviously the UK Parliament in the past has had a deal put before it and voted it down on three separate occasions for Theresa May. And how that is passed or potentially comes a cropper will be really crucial for how sterling trades in not only the next couple of days but also into next week. So what we've got to look forward for is certainly this EU Council meeting on Thursday and Friday this week, followed by the UK Parliamentary Super Saturday, they're calling it, on Saturday. And then obviously we're looking out for the reaction on sterling and UK assets next week. With regards to the game changers, well, we've certainly got the prospect that we could see Boris Johnson maybe even getting this deal through the EU and also through the UK Parliament. If that were to be seen, that would be a massive game changer. You'd see sterling significantly moving higher on the back of that. Other game changers would include potentially the European Union. Well, would they force through potentially a veto on an extension? It's still very unlikely with regards to how this is going, but at the moment there is certainly a growing suggestion in the EU that they really would like to get this sorted out now and not go for an extension. But I think still the prospect of a veto is pretty low at the moment. So let's have a look at the market impact and how sterling and other charts are being affected by all this. What we've seen in recent days is that sterling volatility has significantly jumped on the 1 month basis, which obviously includes the move into October, and at the end of October we've seen 1 month volatility at levels not seen for pretty much almost a year, and actually on a 1 week basis that volatility is even higher. Interestingly enough, we continue to see short positions on futures, on sterling futures, being unwound. So there is a significant closing out of these shorts, and subsequently that's helping to drive that sterling rally. But you can see here that there's a significant amount that could still yet go in these unwinds of these short sterling positions. In terms of how gilts are moving, well, the gilt yields are still moving in line with how risk appetite would be expected to go. Obviously, better risk environment with regards to a deal is positive for yields, and that continues to help to drive not only cable higher. As you can see here, cable has shot higher in the past week or so, through to 128 figure. But if we do get a deal on the cards, then you could easily see mid 130s. I think 134 is a definite key resistance area from earlier on in this year, and that was about a 9 month high, dating back to earlier in 2018, and I think that is a level that could well be tested in the event of a deal potentially coming through. With regards to how euro sterling is going, well, I think 85 big figure is an obvious level, but also 83. So I could certainly see 83 to 85 being tested, and if that deal does get through Parliament, then you could easily see euro sterling through 83 figure. With regards to FTSE 100, there's still that negative correlation playing out between FTSE and sterling, and we've seen a sharp rise higher in European stock markets in the last few days, but little real movement at all on FTSE 100. We continue to see the negative correlation playing out there. 70% of FTSE FTSE 100 earnings are from overseas. So subsequently, when they get translated back through into sterling, a stronger sterling is negative for those earnings. So that is helping to drag on the performance of FTSE 100. And to be honest, if you can see how sterling has performed, this is the green line. In the last few days, you can see an absolute storming turnaround, but around about 4 or 5% differential between where it was this time last week and where we sit today. So a really significant turnaround in the prospects of sterling at the moment. So as you can see, as we move towards the European Union Council meeting, the prospects of a deal for Brexit is possible, and even possibly moving in towards a likely scenario. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's what Michel Barnier said last week, and it certainly looks as though that is beginning to become more of a possibility. Now, obviously, Saturday is going to be crucial, but in front of that, I wish you good luck in your trading, and I will speak to you again next time for more Brexit Chats.